Yes.
POLKADOT, Elliott,
Import.
you went to all in.
Dump it.
Guys, it is Blockchain coming at you with another Bitcoin technical analysis update. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Corey, aka Blockchain, and I am primarily an Elliott wave trader. I do use other indicators and strategies to complement my technical analysis. But we are starting off on my webpage here, blockchaintatrading.com. The link is below. Make sure you guys jump over there and check that out. Get this little get in touch button right here, and I'll actually send you a video demonstration of my #1 trading strategy that is completely free. It gives you it's a video demonstration of how to set it up, how to walk through it, how to implement it, and how to take profit and set your stop losses. So make sure you guys check that out. Again, completely free. Got some gear, and then of course we do have the exclusive Discord 14-day trial for just $25. It is actually full of over 1,000 active traders, many of them full-time professionals such as myself, where I do have my own channel in there as well. So if you want to be surrounded by a bunch of amazing traders to help teach, coach, and get some education, trade setups, and chart feedback, whatever the case may be, no better place to do so. And then we also have the Trading Essentials Masterclass for $297. Actually, am going to be doing a drawing tomorrow for the February winner. So make sure you guys smash the likes, comments, and subscribe on the video here. And then, of course, the Elliott Wave Masterclass. Which was kind of really just my missing component to everything, kind of the missing link, I'd say. And if you're interested in learning Elliott Wave, this will give you everything you need for Elliott Wave. I can promise you that. So, all right, cool. Let's go check out the charts in regards to where we were looking for some action over the weekend here, and where we got it and where we didn't. Well, I mean, I guess we kind of got action across the board. Just depending if it was the action we were looking for. So for sushi here, we're actually looking for a nice little bounce here. We had a beautiful leading diagonal, it looked like, from this move right here. We're looking for a move to get up to roughly 18.3, up to the 19.8. We got close. We got to 17.5. And really the second that we had this move right here with continuation, that was our indicator that this was going to continue down south, because it started off with a 5-wave move here, and we just again had that continuation. So the second we broke, it was really kind of actually this right here what was kind of ugly in regards to just how we were climbing up. This looked great. This does not, from a Elliott Wave standpoint, in regards to something super bullish. So sometimes we get some consolidation in here. It goes through, and a lot of times we'll see the indicators reset in this area here for continuation up, but it never really happened. You can see that it maxed back out a couple times as it was going through and climbing. So that was our, I guess, indicator that we're going to head back down south. But all in all, nice little move that we got. And it looks to be, let me actually go to a different time frame here. It was really overall just looking for this to be a 4th wave, in which it still can, for sushi here to go through and consolidate and get up to new highs. Let me actually go to a 4-hour time frame. So let's see. We're really looking for probably more of this ABC right here. And then this is just a matter of what we're going to be having for more consolidation. If it's going to, looks like it's turning into more of a complex correction for more of a WXY versus the ABC. But this was a nice structure here for the ABC for us to have our A, and then this would be the B, and then the C up right here. For a B wave, and then a nice C leg down. So this is a nice flat correction, and this was our opportunity to kick off impulsively for continuation. We just never got it. But all in all, it still looks to be kind of going through correction land. It looks like we may have some further downside with the way some of these indicators are looking here on some of the higher time frame. This is our fast and our slow EMA is about to cross into a little bit bearish territory, but kind of just hovering in the neutral zone, but not looking super strong at the moment, with this bounce that we got. So I would say let's go back to the 15. So from this leg up right here, it looks to be in regards to if we hold this pivot here as support at 15.1. Let's go and pull a fib extension. So if we get continuation from an impulsive wave, I would say this would be our 1, 2, 3. This is our fourth wave right now, and get our fifth leg up, potentially back up to 16.6. Hit the 3.618 with it, since this I would count this as an overextended third wave. You can see the CB index is actually resetting quite nicely here on the 15-minute. So I would look for a little bit of a bounce here on the pivot, and up to 16.1 to potentially 16.7. And if this is kicking off impulsively, that's pretty good news for the bulls to get some continuation to the upside on this guy right here. So we'll see what this plays out to be and see what it moves. But we have to hold this pivot right here at 15.1, or else we could be going back south. Let's see. Let's take a quick look at Dash. Dash from the weekend. Again, we got this, we got the bounce right here, but I was looking for, again, continuation on the bounce, and we just never got it. Again, this looks to be very much of a three wave. This potentially could be a impulsive leg down for a 1, 2. This is our third, triangled out for the fourth, and then our fifth. Right here, but it does look to have again kicked off impulsively with a 1, 2, 3. It was in the fourth, and then have another leg up here for the fifth. So it would be looking for potentially 214. And again, it's right there on that pivot. So we have to hold that $200 mark. If we break below and it turns into resistance, we'll hit our head on it a couple times. And if we can't break it, then we'll have, I'll look for continuation to the downside here. But on the 15-minute, we're also looking at the RSI coming down, really just testing that 50, as well as the bottom volume band. So looking prime for a little bit of a pump here, a little bit of a bounce. Same thing with the CB index, a nice little reset, and potentially create some of the bullish divergence here. All right. Doge, we'll take a quick look at Doge. All right, so I was really looking at this as an impulsive wave up. This would have been our wave 2, and then it was set up great to have some continuation to the upside. But instead, I'm looking more of this as a 3-wave ABC. And let's just go ahead and put that on. And it still can be. So I'm going to change the colors on this guy. And the thickness doesn't need to be super thick, but it still can be a wave 1. It very well can be. It's not invalidated yet. So if we do get back below, the 0.041, where this wave 1 initially kicked off, then it would be invalidated. But again, it looks like we have a 1, 2. This is a 3 going in for a fourth, and potentially another leg up again for a fifth, to kick off with an impulsive wave. So it does look to be hitting pretty strong, holding the pivot line at 0.048. but would start looking for, we got to break the 0.05 mark again, as that has been pretty heavy support and resistance going back a little ways here. So we got to get back above that 5 cents and hold it with some power, or if we're going to get continuation. Let's take a quick look at Link as well. All right. Actually didn't do Link on the last one, but definitely have a 3-wave move right here. Looking more of this as our A, and really a 3-wave down B. So this could, I'm looking more, this is an ABC. Like so, for a flat correction on Link. And if that's the case, again, we're right on that pivot. So bulls are trying to step in and trying to hold some ground here and try for some continuation. I would at least look for the 618 at 28.3 here on Link. It's also right about that R3 as well at 28.8. Bare minimum, I'd look for the 382 for continuation though. So 26.4. See what kind of reaction we get there. And then all these alts are really kind of falling in line and staying at the same path in regards to what they look to be kicked off with impulsive, but this looks to be more of a C wave. This is our 3-wave here in our B. ETH. Mr. ETH. ETH really kind of, yeah, same. Man, it's so disappointing that we, looked like we were bouncing so strong off of this and trying to hold support, and we definitely didn't. I mean, actually, I'm going to take some of the stuff off just since it is not relevant anymore. All right. Now we can still be in, I guess, a B wave. Or this could have just been the ending 5th, but what it don't exactly, it would have to be a 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th, and then down again for the 5th. So it wouldn't necessarily be an A, B, C at this point. I'd really look for kind of like an ending diagonal there. Have the flat in the middle. Let's change the color. All right. Yeah, I'd look for more of like an ending diagonal here on this guy. Basically, with this whole thing, this is our 1, 2. This is our whole thing right here is a 3. This is our 4th, and then this is our 5th. Is the way that I'm leaning. So that would then, let's take that off. 3, 4, and then basically I have an ending diagonal. But again, this bounce, it does look to be impulsive, as it does with all the other coins that we looked at. It does look to have an impulsive bounce, and if that's the case, it's a pretty good strong standpoint from the bears, or I'm sorry, from the bulls to have continuation to the upside, as the bears kind of stepped in and did their damage. However, my concern with this is with the other ones as well. With a 5-wave move down, it is going to have to have another connection to a 5-leg down. So, we can kick off impulsively. I would see it more of like a zigzag at that point for basically an ABC zigzag. But that just means we would have a pretty violent reaction to the downside as well. So kind of, again, trend with caution. I wouldn't get super bullish again right out of the gate. I would look for another leg similar to this, connecting it again to the downside at a minimum. So, but ETH, not looking too bad, right? It's well above the pivot. If this is a 3rd leg right here, and going into the 4th, then, I would start eyeballing again these two. We'll go and tag them. So the 1483 and the 1534 would be my main targets for a fifth leg up. Yeah, it's looking fairly healthy. Even though price is going up, RSI and CME index is completely reset on the 15-minute, so all is looking pretty good for continuation to the upside. And Bitcoin, saving the best for last. All right, same thing. It was looking for continuation to the upside from the last video that we did. And the second we got back into basically the $46,700 territory right in here, that was our invalidation that we were going to go up continuation from an impulsive move. Now, what I don't like about this as being like an ending diagonal so much is that basically this move right here. It was heading itself up great to be a nice little flat correction. We are really trying to battle the daily R2 resistance at 45.6. You can see there was support, fell through, was a little bit of resistance, trying to come back up right here, and now we're trying to establish it again as support. So this daily resistance is holding a lot of weight, and this right here is our weekly R3 resistance or support at this point at 42.4. So if we do break this and turn it into resistance, then I would be a little bit more bearish. At the moment, it is still holding, but I just don't like the wave structure necessarily, just because we did break the start of wave one on this to have this as an ending diagonal. So it does look to be a little bit more complex, more of a complex correction at the moment. But it does look pretty decent in regards to starting it off impulsively on this guy right here. Let's zoom in a little bit. The wave structure looks a little bit different on this one than it does on the other ones that we were taking a look at. Basically, this would be our 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So this looks like it already has a 5-leg move, or it's an overextended 3. Let me go a little bit smaller. So it would have to be, I'd look at this as our 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our third, with our A, B, C in the middle, and then that was our fifth. So I am looking at this as a completed 5-wave move at the moment. So basically something like that. And then if so, look for it to come down. Like I said, we're holding the 236 at the moment. Normally we come down and we'll at least test the 382, which is 45.4. And we have that pivot again as well. So well above the pivot, came up and we tagged the R1. So a pretty bullish bounce off of right down here on the S3, which was at 43.2. Nice little bullish bounce, but again, like I said, with a 5-wave move, we need to have another 3-leg connection at a minimum, and then we can start projecting potentially our wave 3s. If that is the case, we're going to do an estimate here. Say we came down, say like a wave 3, that would get us back up to the 52K territory. So we'll have to watch it, watch for a little bit of this movement here. So if the 236 does break, I'd look for continuation to the 382 on this pivot right here, and then look for another 5-wave bounce to get continuation on up. So just a shame that the bulls didn't step in over the weekend and get continuation off with this here, but it looks to be more of a WXY structure. Basically, this would be our W, this would be our X, and with the Y coming down here for the, I guess, 3-leg. turning it all into, again, a complex correction. So we'll see what it turns into over this next day or so. But it is looking good for the bulls to have continuation on north to the upside, and we'll go from there. So hopefully catch you guys in the Discord.